Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome to the first World Cup stream of the campaign. 104 matches. We won't be streaming them all. 16 host cities as well to get through. And today we start off at Mexico City Stadium, as you can see behind me. 85,000 people in attendance to see whether Mexico can start off their campaign at the World Cup strong against South Africa. Of course, this game was the opening game in the 2010 World Cup where Chabalala scored that iconic goal for South Africa to give them the lead. Really, in this one, we're expecting Mexico to get the win. However, never write South Africa off, and they're here for a reason. Let me know your score predictions in the chat as well, and hopefully this is going to be the start of a good series across the summer on the channel. We're going to do not all the streams, but as many as we can, and this one is the first one to do. I think I can put the sound up a little bit. Hopefully that's not too loud, so only put it up one level on the microphone, so that might be a little bit better for you all. But yeah, fingers crossed this is all good. Sounds good, looks good. Awesome, thank you very much. So they're just doing the national anthem here. I do want to check what time it is in South Africa for these for this game. It's South Africa and Mexico. Where are we? Clock. World clock. Let's go Mexico. What time is it in Mexico? Mexico City, Mexico. It is... Oh, 1 p.m. kickoff. That's not bad, is it? You know, it's basically midday there. Okocha ain't starting. I know, gutted, aren't I? Gutted. The iconic goalkeeper not starting, unfortunately. I think surely he'd play in the last one, though. On screen as well, you can see the lineups for the sides. We'll begin with South Africa, who have got a side that I'm quite unfamiliar with. Of course, you know the goalkeeper Williams. Ocon at the back as well. Sit Hole, number 13 as well. And then apart from that, I don't really know anyone apart from Lyle Foster, of course, of Burnley. Moving on to Mexico and their side. Rangel in goal, however you pronounce it. Vasquez, of course, I know him. And Raul Jimenez was just signed back at Wolves. Apart from that, Reyes, I know him as well. But that is about it, really. Not too familiar with these sides, if I'm being completely honest. But no doubt we will come familiar with these teams and players as the tournament goes on. 12:58, yeah, literally 1 p.m. in the afternoon. You know, it's nice for them, isn't it? 8 o'clock here. And this is just the first game, isn't it? Yeah, it's been a long summer waiting, though. Long summer waiting for this to begin. But at long last, we have the World Cup ready. And I'm just gonna... I forgot to promote the stream, but let me quickly do that. Mexico just singing their national anthem. And we will be ready to go for the first game. Mexico, South Africa. Here we go. Yeah, it's a highly anticipated start to the World Cup. Of course, what everyone's been looking forward to and counting down the days to. We are finally here. Right. Yes, I was going to look at the schedule for tomorrow. So the World Cup starts tonight, of course. But then tomorrow, it begins at 3 a.m. South Korea versus Czechia. And then 8 o'clock tomorrow evening, Canada versus Bosnia. And 2 a.m. on Saturday morning, it's USA Paraguay. It is a little bit confusing trying to work out what time everything is. And as the anthem finishes in Mexico, fireworks fire into the sky, and the Mexican flag is flown over the Mexico City Stadium. That was brilliant. Exactly, it was Jembo, 16 years ago. 16 years ago, opening game of the tournament. It was a good ball knowledge there. Whereas Shabalala scored the opening goal. That iconic World Cup goal, where all of us remember it. Right, let's get the timer ready for this one to get underway. The World Cup 26. We are seconds away from this World Cup beginning. Obviously, it's on ITV, so there'll be no need for any spoilers or anything, because we will all see it at the same time. There can't be any lag or anything like that unless you're watching it on ITV Hub. But if you watch it on satellite, of course, there's no delay, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I haven't been feeling too great today, guys, so if the commentary or I'm a little bit off, please bear with me, because yeah, I haven't had the greatest day, but we're still trying, and we'll do as much as we can throughout the World Cup, but it's the worst possible day to become ill, really. But here we go then, Mexico versus South Africa, the team photos being given and everyone clearing the pitch. Welcome in, Honeygun, how are we doing? To Mexico, I'm going to predict, love that. And in the sweepstake, let's move the cough sweeps out the way. In the sweepstake then, we got Mexico and South Africa. Who got who? Ryan Dunn got Mexico, and South Africa was Aaron Rose. So Ryan Dunn versus Aaron Rose is the matchup in match day 1 for this one. Let's see who will prevail and come out on top. Of course, they are in use as well, and these Mexican fans having the time of their lives here in Mexico City. And you'd expect it as well, given the amount of money that is being spent across the World Cup as well. Jembo, so lucky to get Brazil. You are, mate. You have pulled a blinder there, rescuing it there. World Cup fever. I have, mate. Which is crazy because Wales didn't even qualify. Right. They are taking their time. We were meant to kick off at 8, but, you know. I guess we'll let them off because it's the opening match, won't we? Yeah, I'm not too familiar with a lot of players on the pitch this evening, but we will definitely learn about them. If you know some players that I probably don't, then educate me on them. Lyle Foster and Raul Jimenez are the main ones I know. And then you've got Williams for South Africa. I know him. Sit Hole, the 13 for South Africa. That can easily be mispronounced, of course. So we're going to have to be careful and avoid saying his name at all costs. If you want to stay monetized on the channel. Nah. We should be fine. So the captains, Williams. And Montez go together there. I'm still waiting to start the timer, but they are taking their time here. And finally, both sides go into a team huddle. Mexico then, to begin the World Cup campaign against South Africa. The opening game of a World Cup with a lot of question marks over it. But time for the football to do the talking. Here in Mexico City, it is a really nice stadium, by the way. Can South Africa start as they started 2010? Let's find out. Here we go then. We are ready to begin. The 2026 World Cup. Mexico in the classic green. South Africa in the bright yellow kit. And now the World Cup can finally commence. The countdown Here we go. We are underway. And the World Cup has finally kicked off. They took their time, but finally we're up and running at the World Cup. And in this one we're going to expect Mexico to dominate most of the possession. But I do think on the counter, South Africa are going to be quite dangerous. Setting up with three at the back, it looks for South Africa. But you never know. On of course, three at the back with the wing backs dropping back, defending, but going forward, of course, that's the overload on the wide areas, which Mexico need to look out for. And no doubt both of these sides have been doing an insane amount of research on each other for months and months. Being the opening game, you're always going to want to be prepared for it as well. So let's see how this one will end up going. Straight away, Mexico on the ball. And into the left-hand side. Mexico fans doing your lays already. I know, we're only a minute into the World Cup. They're very eager, aren't they? Yeah, South Africa haven't touched the ball yet. We'll let you know when they do. But Mexico not really doing anything with it at the moment. Just getting the early passes in. Of course, nerves will play a big part as well. Ball out to the right hand side. Oh, first touch of the game for South Africa. And not many options forward, so they have to go back and all the way to the keeper, Williams. Captain of this South Africa side. And they do like to play, South Africa. They are pretty good on the ball. But at a World Cup when it's you've got 85,000 fans inside the stadium, majority of them being Mexican fans, it's going to be really hard to dictate the play at a World Cup hosted by Mexico as well. Yeah, I don't think we'll be doing the 3 AM stream tonight. I'll definitely watch it. It's just I'll give my throat a little break from all the talking, and hopefully wake up tomorrow and I'll be fine for the other streams going forward. Fingers crossed anyway. We have as well got a half-time quiz for you all as well today. So at half-time, be sure to stick around for some questions as well. See how well your knowledge is. And as you can see behind me, we've got the wall chart up as well. So after the games, we can keep track of what is happening as well. And it also means I will not forget any results. So 3 minutes in, and an early free kick to Mexico on the right hand side. Not really shooting distance, but you know what? It's the World Cup. It's the opening game, so I wouldn't be too surprised if they went for it here. So 2 standing over it. 1 arm in the air. South Africa holding their defensive line at the edge of the box, inside the D. And he went for goal there. He blocked in the ball. He did go for goal there. And from his point of view, why not? Because it's the first free kick of the World Cup. But then again, early chance and loads of players in the box. And South Africa's back line isn't the tallest, of course. So whenever you have a chance to get a ball in the box against an opposition where you have the height advantage, you'd probably want to do it. Ball on the right hand side, into the box it goes, drops, good save by Williams, incredible save, and it's kept the score at 0-0. Raul Jimenez, he just signed for Wolves, and he almost put Mexico ahead in the World Cup. Great technique, and keeper has his eye on it all the way through. First big chance of the World Cup goes Mexico's way. Williams was equal to it. Now from the corner. In it goes. Williams spills it. Back in. Headed up. Still the danger. Not clear. South Africa just doing anything they can to get it away. One back by Mexico though. And now South Africa able to get forward. Over halfway they go. Loads of space on the left here. They're driving forward. And keeper Rangel will get there ahead of him. Well, Raul Jimenez will be gutted that didn't hit the back of the net. What a start that would have been in the World Cup. It looked destined to hit the back of the net. We were all watching the net to see it ripple. Just wasn't meant to be. But South Africa haven't started that well at all in this one. Williams already producing a huge save for his country. Ball in midfield for South Africa. Foster. Probably the worst pass we will see of the tournament. And it's come inside 6 minutes of the World Cup. I don't know what he's trying to do there, but that is one of the worst passes we will see of the World Cup. I thought we were meant to have the best players in the world play here. So 6 minutes played. 0-0 it remains. South Africa lucky to still be level. Let me know in the chat who you think will win and your score prediction as well. I think Mexico have a very good chance of winning this group. Of course, you got South Korea in here as well in this group. South Africa, and who else was it in this group? I should know because I did my predictions today, but Czechia as well in Group E. So it's a pretty strong group, but you would expect Mexico to go out on top in this group. So 7 minutes in. Mexico, the side on top here. But it will be a goal kick to South Africa. And I'm going to retake the goal kick once again for the third time. Of course, a lot of new laws as well for the World Cup this year, which is interesting to see. Some of them include when the keeper goes down, players cannot go across to the technical box to receive instructions. Although if you do go across, you won't actually be penalised or anything. There's nothing really they can do. Yeah, exactly, Honeygun. As we predicted, Mexico to dominate and South Africa to counter. They just don't really look that comfortable, do they? Oh, it's cold in here. I've got shivers now. Yeah, South Africa just don't look, as you say, don't look too fussed about Mexico at the moment. And they're quite happy just to play at their own tempo, go at their own pace. Back to Williams it goes. And they're dispossessed high up the pitch. Mexico here with a golden chance. It's the first goal of the World Cup. The opening goal gone the way of Mexico. They've started the perfect way. And the first goal is a Mexican goal. What a finish, 9 minutes in. An absolute gift from the defence of South Africa. And has given the lead to Mexico. Quinones, the man with a goal for Mexico. Loose touch. The number 6 of Mexico gets on it. And Quinones through the legs of Williams as well. Well, it's not quite the start that South Africa had in 2010. 1-0 Mexico. Quinones with the opening goal of this World Cup. And it did not take long, did it? An absolute gift. And now we'll have to hopefully have an even more entertaining game because South Africa can no longer soak up the pressure. And to be honest, this one could generally go full. You know, we could see Mexico score 4 or 5 goals tonight. The way it started, that's for sure. Mexico have been good, and South Africa just don't look like they've got any quality at all. Hopefully they show it again. I want to see who give the ball away. Good evening, Scrinton. How are we doing? So it was won back by 6 lira. But I think it was given away by Sidisi. Sibisi. Hugo Bruges has got a few questions now in his mind after the opening 11 minutes. Not as convincing as they would have liked to be. The pressure getting to South Africa early on, but Mexico thriving under it. Ball with Rangel in goal. Plays out from the back. Waits for South Africa to press. Back to Rangel it goes. Now Mexico try the right hand side of the defence to go forward. Lira dropping deep to receive. Out to the left hand side. Just keeping the ball moving in Mexico. Long ball into the channel on the left hand side. Searching for Jimenez. He should get to that. He does indeed. And he does really well. He wins a corner. And it's scary to think that Raul Jimenez will be playing in the Championship next season. I mean, he is going to tear the league apart next year. And it's not really fair on any other club in the Championship for next season. Coming up against Wolves. I mean, how has he gone down to the Championship? Well, Mexico knocking on the door for a second year. They've got a corner. And they've got the height advantage from it. From the left-hand side, outswinger, free header, and it's gone off the top of his head and into the gloves of Williams, who was unchallenged to claim that one. The FIFA president in attendance, as expected, of course. One ball forward, and it's going to end up with Rangel, the Mexican goalkeeper. Ball at the back now with Mexico once again, building forward. Josh says, great game so far. Yeah, really entertaining so far. Mexico playing really well. And the early goal means that South Africa have to come out of their shell a little bit. Great ball by Rangel. Over the top it goes, searching for Jimenez, who makes the run. Lira, unchallenged in midfield, should have brought that ball down, but decides to give it back to South Africa with Ocon. Not many options ahead of him for South Africa. Good press here from Mexico. Out of possession. Forcing South Africa long onto the right hand side. And gone out of play. Loose touch there. So 14 minutes in. And it's been an entertaining 14 minutes, that's for sure. So Quinones with the opening goal of this one. Jimenez plays it off to Fagaldo. And referee is given a free kick and saying to calm down for both sets of players. And it was a sit hole with the offence there. Yeah, Raul Jimenez been brilliant so far, and they've got the referee angle of the goal. It's not a great finish, let's be honest. It's just he just hit it, and he's quite fortunate it's gone through Williams' legs. It's not a great finish. Centre of the goal. He's just put his laces through it. Here go Mexico again on the right hand side. Gutierrez commits a foul on Madiba. Madiba for the free kick then. Yeah, let me know in the chat. Any surprise predictions for the entire of the World Cup? I think Portugal will win it actually. It's sort of what I want to see. I actually think that it will... I don't know, because you always have teams in your mind that you think will win it. But then when you end up doing the brackets, you predict the group stage and it goes to the brackets and you find out who has to play each other. Because I was thinking that England genuinely have a decent chance of winning it this year. But then they might have to play Brazil in the brackets. I don't see them beating Brazil, to be honest. But then you look at other sides like Argentina, maybe they go back to back. France have a pretty good chance. Spain even. It's a difficult one. First yellow card of the tournament. First yellow card of the tournament. Mokoima. Oh, that's a goal. Still getting used to it. There we go, that's the yellow card. He's in the referee's book. Yellow card already. Williams goes short. Looking at the teams coming down to Championship next season, I think it could be the most difficult Championship we've seen yet. Yeah, I agree with that, to be honest. Burnley are always in the mix. Wolves have, signed Trippier and Jimenez, which is absolutely ridiculous. And then West Ham are West Ham, you know. There's quite a lot of Championship players on the world stage at the World Cup as well. Swansea have got Om at South Korea. We've got Burgess at Australia and Stamenic at New Zealand as well. So for whatever club you support in the chat, let me know which players have made it to the World Cup and who are playing. Jimenez flicks his header on from Rangel's goal kick. Met with the boot of South Africa defender all the way back to Williams. They've got to concentrate here now. They've already given one sloppy goal away. They need to concentrate here, and Williams goes straight up the pitch towards Lyle Foster. Loses out on that aerial duel. Lira in midfield is honestly really impressive in the opening 18 minutes, and out to the right hand side. It's time for Mexico to try and double their lead. Keeping the ball moving. Nice turn. Shot. Wide. Just wide. And Quinones is full of confidence in the opening stages of this one. It's an arrow and he's almost hit the steward behind the goal as well. Quinones full of confidence after that earlier goal. And it did look promising. So the second, the fastest World Cup goal since 2006 we're hearing, which is very impressive. Fastest World Cup goal in 20 years. So 5 tournaments worth. Vitek didn't get called up to the Czechia squad. Daylight robbery. Yeah, he had a really good season, to be fair to him, at Bristol City. So 20 minutes in here, 1-0. And now South Africa moving through the gears, and I don't know what is going on with South Africa. They had the man on the ball had a load of space. He had 2 or 3 options ahead of him, and just chose the worst out of the 3. You've got to get the ball wide in that situation, surely. Stretch the play. You know, there wasn't many Mexico defenders back. Stretch them, make a run into the box, see what can happen. Win a corner. Everyone goes for the easy option. Yeah, I do think there's going to be water breaks as well, isn't there? Or cooling breaks as they call them, throughout the World Cup. So I don't actually know when that is actually going to happen, but it is going to happen. Ball in the box there for Mexico. Headed away by South Africa. Getting the ball clear here. And Lar Foster wins a throw-in for his side. Well, the next goal in this one is massive, because if Mexico 2-0 up, South Africa's heads start to drop. And then you wonder, is it damage limitation already for South Africa? Of course, it's a long group stage, so you never know. You know, goal difference might play a vital part after the next game. It's going to be very tough to get him getting back. Sam Tickle at Wigan. Oh yeah, Sam Tickle should have. Rangel there has lost the ball, and South Africa in the box. Appeals to handball. Referees waved it away. South Africa's still on the ball here on the right hand side. And out for a throw in. Mokoima down here, and another yellow card in the game. They are racking up early here. Gutierrez in the referee's book now. Yellow carded for that foul on Makoma. So a free kick here from the right hand side for South Africa. Can they level the score here? Makona will take from the right hand side. Yellow shirts crowded into the Mexican box. And the referee's going to delay the start by having a chat here with Lar Foster. And of course, any holding as part of another new rule change. Any holding will be looked at. And there'll be a retake or consequence given. So we'll have to look out for this. Into the box it goes. Away by Mexico. Only as far as number 14 for South Africa. Into the box it goes again and away. And that's going to go deflected out for a goal kick to Mexico. Easily dealt with there. Yeah, Sam Tickle should have got a move to the Championship ages ago, mate. So if you get him, I think you've got a very good keeper on your hands. Winter friendly, up you go. Wales versus Ghana. How was it, mate? Did you enjoy the game, I mean? So hydration break now. So 24 minutes into the game, hydration break. I think it's only for a minute, so we'll wait and see. Yellow card number 26, yep. So around halfway through the half, you get a water break. It would be interesting to see what temperature actually is there then. I'm just gonna get a cough sweep because my throat is killing, man. So South Korea versus Czech Republic. Coverage starts at 2:30 in the morning. Let me know in the chat. Is anyone else staying up for that one? I'm gonna watch it. We won't be streaming that one. If I was feeling a little bit better, I probably would, but. Can't forget the quiz. The South African fans and the Mexican fans are having the time of their life here, aren't they? Time of their life. Well, how long is this water break? Is it, what, 2 minutes? I thought it was only 1 minute, but I'm just curious, to be fair. Of course they need it. What temperature is it then in Mexico right now? Does there have to be a certain temperature for them to get a water break? Mexico City. 24 degrees, so it's nothing crazy really. Especially for like Mexico, you know, it's not crazy. It's hot, but well, if it was in the UK, I guess it would be classed as a heat wave, wouldn't it? Honeygun says going to gym in the morning, so plan is to get some sleep after this game. Sent plenty of alarms. Typically wake up and watch it. Oh right, fair enough. So this game will finish about what, 10? Sleep until 2:30, 2:45 is it? Wake up, watch the game, back to sleep, wake up, gym. Nice plan. Yeah, I was gutted I couldn't go to the gym today. Not well enough today, unfortunately. Maybe tomorrow. I'll have to see if my sleep can fix me. Jembo not staying up to 2:30. Have school in the morning. Yeah, that's fair enough, mate. Won't blame you, to be fair. That's the only thing about this World Cup, though. Like, I thought that the games would be at a better time for everyone. Here you go, Mexico. Jimenez finds Quinn Holmes. On the left-hand side here, Mexico. And good pressing there from South Africa, pushing them all the way back to the keeper Rangel, and Rangel's almost passed it to the South African forward. You have a test tomorrow on a Friday in June. What's the test on, mate? So 56% possession for Mexico, by the way. And they're in the box again here, Mexico. Jimenez, shot blocked. And South Africa are living life dangerously here. Half an hour into the game. 1-0 Mexico. I presume you mean RE? Yeah, RE's not fun. I don't know what RS is, if you actually mean RS. No idea what that is. But yeah, fingers crossed for you, mate, as Honeygun says. 30 minutes in. The games in the last 10 minutes have just slowed down a little bit. That is the only thing about the water breaks as well. You know, if you're having a really good game and then you've got the water break, it's going to break the game up, isn't it? So, if the game's in a really good flow and then you get the water break, yeah, not ideal, is it? RE Sims RS. Ah, got you, okay. Oh, it's probably religious studies, is it? Instead of religious education. Religious studies. Ah, what a guess. What a guess that was. Here's Rangel. Every time I say his name, I think of X1's right back, Angel Rangel, of course. What a player. No worries, Honeygun. Thank you very much. If you include it as well, I know you've put your prediction on here then, but if you include it in the video as well, I'll know that to include that as well. Because I don't think I'll remember to watch the live stream chat back. So if you put it with all the other ones. And also, guys, if it saves you time, all the games are listed in the description. So if you copy and paste that, and then just add your scores to the end of it, it makes it a lot easier for you guys. So I'm all about trying to save you all time. I do appreciate everyone watching as well. It goes a long, long way. So thank you very much. Modiba. And South Africa corner. No, he doesn't. Offside. Oh, he's miles off. Because he's miles off there, surely they could have just, you know, stopped the play there. You know, surely. So, free kick then to be taken by Rangel as the Mexican fans do the Mexican wave at the Mexico City Stadium. Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries at all. I can't even remember what I put for this game. We'll quickly go check, actually. I definitely said Mexico to win. I've done so many videos today. I just don't remember what I've said. I've just quickly edited them and uploaded them. What did I predict? I think I might have done 2-0, did I? I did 2-0 Mexico, so it's still on. That could happen, to be fair. 2-0. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to the Haiti-Scotland game. We will be doing a watch-along for that. That's at 2 AM. Kick-off. But we will definitely do that one. I think it is... Isn't it Sunday evening, Monday morning, 2 AM, you know? That's the only way I can understand it, you know? But it's crazy, because if someone says 8 AM Monday morning, obviously that means Monday. And if someone says 2 AM Monday morning... It just doesn't feel right, does it? Mexico moving the ball well here. Out to the left hand side, in the box they go. Quinones, Williams pounced on it and stopped the ball travelling to Raul Jimenez, who was ready to tap home there. Yeah, brilliant run there by Quinones. Also, is anyone doing the forgot to mention it. Is anyone doing the FIFA Fantasy? World Cup Fantasy Football? I think I did mine. I'm not sure. I didn't make a league yet. I will do a league. So if anyone would like to join. Play now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I made a league. Am I signed in? That would help if I sign in. I can never remember my sign in. I'll have to do it after then. I'll do it half time. Only 10 minutes away from the break. I do think the second half of games are more exciting than the first, to be fair. So hopefully second half picks up a little bit. You know, it's good first 15 minutes of this game. But since that point it has sort of died down a little bit, I want to say. Here are Mexico on the ball here. All the way back to Rangel. Lol Foster leading the charge up towards him. Couldn't get anything on it though. And now. Oh, that's probably the worst touch of the tournament. By Guitares. I've made a league, didn't realise you were doing fantasy. Yeah, I just haven't had a chance to do, you know, say anything about it really. But yeah, I'm doing it. I'll let you know all at halftime after the quiz. I'll try log in. In between asking you all the questions. I think there's only 4 or 5 questions. There's 5 questions. So, yeah, it won't be too long, but it's perfect amount. Oh, right. Well, I've already made my team in the game. I just didn't save my password onto the thing, so I should get points because I've already got a team made. But I'm not in any leagues, so I don't know if it will count onto the leagues. But I should get points because I've already made the team. I might have it on my phone actually. Yeah, this game's going a little bit dead now, which is unfortunate. Oh, this cough is doing my head in, man. Right, there's so many different apps, isn't there? Yeah, Lira's doing well though in this one. Yeah, already created a side. League. I'll create a league at half time. I'll let you all know the code as well. So here's Lira again. Gets taken out as he plays the ball there. I think he's been the best player on the pitch here. Let's have a look at the FootMob ratings so far. Quinones, best player on the pitch with his goal, of course. Lira second, no surprise really. Sit Hole with a 4.8. He is currently the worst player on the pitch. Well, he has been late to a few challenges, hasn't he? So, and he had the arrow lean to the goal, didn't he? It wasn't Sidisi. Looking at the Premier League fantasy, I think you'll smash my square at the park this tournament. I'm never really that good at fantasy football, to be fair. Because it hasn't really got much to do with your ball knowledge, I don't think. It's just got get lucky with what players are going to perform each week. I'm slowly dying, yeah. So 5 minutes till the break, plus added time for the water break, which will be 2 or 3 minutes. Ball in midfield. One back with Lira for Mexico. Trying to play through the centre. Having to go wide now. Oh, really nice play from Mexico, this. Broken up there by South Africa, but Mexico will come again. Out to the right-hand side. Mexico, ball into the centre. Jimenez! Oh, what a save. Incredible save by Williams. That's the second big save he's had to make. And the second big save he's had to make from Raul Jimenez. It looked destined to go into the back of the net, but Williams, like a cat in goal. Absolutely brilliant. Wonder what everyone else is. Yeah, I was wondering the same, to be fair. But here go Mexico again. From the centre. Shot blocked. Still alive for Mexico. Pulled back into the centre. Hit the post. Williams was beaten that time, but his goal saved him. And South Africa are living life on the edge here. Wow. Welcome in, David. How are you doing, mate? Bolton back in the big league. Yes, they are. Also, David, these are your teams from the sweepstake. So you got, where's David? You ended up getting 3 sides, David. So you got Switzerland, probably the best one, Uzbekistan and Iraq. They were the 3 sides drawn for you. Everyone else got 2 sides, and then 2 people got 3 sides, and you were one of the ones that got 3. But it was only Iraq, so nothing too exciting, to be honest. But never mind, you still got a 3rd side, so I have to keep an eye on them 3 sides all tournament. They could surprise us, to be fair. Long ball forward there by Mexico, searching forward. How do you think Wales could have done? Yeah, we would have been in Canada's group. Let me load the group up because I cannot remember. There's simply too many groups, isn't there? Yeah, so we would have replaced Bosnia, Canada, Qatar, Switzerland. We would have beaten Qatar, I'm pretty sure. Would have lost to Switzerland and maybe a draw against Canada. I don't think they were that good. We played them in a friendly a few last year, wasn't it? September. That was in Swansea. So, you know what? I think we'd get 4 points. And at 3rd place, that would definitely be enough to get out of the group. So I think we would have got out of the group, to be honest. Scrinton 2 in the sweepstake. You got. I forgot to tell you as well, so apologies about that. You got Haiti, which isn't great, but then you got Portugal, which absolutely brilliant. So Haiti and Portugal, so not bad at all there. Scrinton. So almost at half time here then. And the half time quiz as well. We're just waiting on how many minutes will get added on due to the water break, of course, and the goals. Williams smashes that one. A long way, to be fair. Still travelling. Finally drops down. Right, how many minutes do we have now? Did he say 4 minutes? Well, they still haven't announced how long we've got left to play of the first half. Ah, there you go, 4 minutes. 4 minutes added on at the end of the first half here in Mexico. Jimenez, he's done extremely well there. Madiba gets that one clear. Swiss are not bad. Not sure on others. Yeah, Switzerland will get out their group. I don't know how far in the knockouts they'll go, but definitely stronger side. Uzbekistan and Iraq, I don't think will get out the group, to be honest, unless it's a big surprise. South Africa at the back here. Keeping the ball moving. Long ball switching the play out to the left hand side here. Oh, brilliant tackle by the Mexican right back. Still alive though with South Africa. Edge of the box. And that one's going to go for a goal kick to Mexico and Rangel. If anything, I wish that goal hadn't gone in there because it's sort of ruined the game. It was actually looking quite exciting, dare I say it. Long ball from the goal kick. Flicked on and into the gloves of Williams, the other end of the pitch. Keeper to keeper there. Well, I think South Africa are quite lucky. It's only 1-0, to be fair to them. Hasn't been the best of starts to the game, that's for sure. And here they go again. Mexico in the box. It could be 2. And it's wide again. Guitárez wasn't sure if to shoot or pass, and in the end he does a mixture of both. He's got to just play his foot through that. Yeah, he's trying to guide it into that bottom corner, isn't he? And he just doesn't catch it right. He'll claim he's trying to pass it, but there's no way he's trying to pass that, that's for sure. No chance at all he's trying to pass that. Yeah, Mexico have been pretty good in the opening stages here. There we go, half time in this one. Mexico 1. South Africa 0. Kind of one team at end of group stages. Yeah, but I think a lot of people could, to be fair, because most people got 2 teams. One good, one not so good. Some people got 2 awful. Some people got 2 decent ones. So, to be fair, you got quite fortunate with 3 sides, but Switzerland definitely the best. Who did I get again? Colombia and Croatia. So I got quite lucky, actually. I think both will get out the group. I don't know how well both of them will do, though. I don't think they'll go that far. Right then, time for the half-time quiz. Let's turn the TV down, just so then we don't have to listen to Gary Neville or anything. And get ready for the half-time quiz then. Are we ready? Let's just sort all this out. So half time. And it's 1-0 Mexico thanks to Quinones. It wasn't really a good goal, but a goal's a goal, isn't it? Right. All you need to say for these answers is A, B, C or D. Here we go. So all you need to comment in the comment section down below is A, B, C or D. So let me know. I'll repeat the question twice. There's only 5 questions. Let's get started. Question 1. Who is Mexico's record goal scorer? A. Carlos Hermosillo. I have to work on these pronunciations. B. Javier Hernandez. C. Jared Bargetti. Or D. Luis Hernandez. So question number 1. Who is Mexico's record goal scorer? A. Carlos Hermosillo. B. Javier Hernandez. C. Jared Bargetti. Or D. Luis Hernandez. That's question number 1. Yeah, not looking good with Australia, to be honest, Sonny Gunn. I don't think they'll do much, but they could always surprise us, to be fair. Scrinton going for C. David's going D. Honey going B. Scrinton going C as well. We'll give you a few more seconds. Oh, I think that's actually everyone in the... Yeah, it's basically everyone in there. So, answer to question number 1 then. Who is Mexico's record goal scorer? It is indeed B. Javier Hernandez. Welcome in, look on. How you doing, mate? Glad I got Germany instead of England. Yeah, you got Germany and Iran. Our second team was Iran. So, yeah, well done, look on that. And thank you very much for joining. You've joined at the right time for the quiz. Question number 2 then. What is South Africa's national team known as? I'm going to have to work on these pronunciations, so give me a second to read them in my head first. I haven't actually looked at the quiz yet. Alright, here we go. I'll try my best at this pronunciation. What is South Africa's national team known as? A. Ishwina. B. Sharp Sharp. C. Bafana Bafana. Or D. Jano. So, what is South Africa's national team known as? A. Ishwina. B. Sharp Sharp. C. Bafana Bafana. Or D. Jano. Screen's going for C. Everyone's going C. So it is Bafana Bafana is what South Africa's national team is known as, and you all got that one right. My pronunciation probably didn't help any of you. Question number 3 of the halftime quiz. Across all World Cup games, how many matches have Mexico played? A. 60. B. 45. C. 75. Or D. 50. So across all World Cup games, how many matches have Mexico played? A. 60. B. 45. C. 75. Or D. 50. We've got some C's coming in again. tricky question, this one. It'd be more of a guess than anything, I guess. CAC. Just waiting on the two Scrinsons now. I'm quickly going to look ahead to see when the next stream would be. Probably most likely to be tomorrow, actually, at the same time. Because I think Canada are playing, aren't they? South Korea, Czechia, Canada, Bosnia. And I think tomorrow we'll stay up and do USA, Paraguay at 2 a.m. And then Brazil, Morocco, Saturday night at 11. Haiti, Scotland, 2 a.m. the next day. Yeah, we'll do that. Gotta do the Scotland games. They're brilliant, aren't they? Yeah, so tomorrow we'll do Canada, Bosnia, and then USA, Paraguay at 2 a.m. Saturday morning. Brazil, Morocco, Saturday evening. And Sunday morning we'll do Haiti, Scotland at 2 a.m. There we go, then we'll call it there for question 3. Across all World Cup games, how many matches have Mexico played? It was indeed a 60. Well done to Honeygon on that one. Correct answer there. Question number 4 here. What is the total number of goals South Africa has scored during the past World Cup matches? A, 3, B, 11, C, 8, or D, 15? So question number 4. What is the total number of goals South Africa has scored during their past World Cup matches? A, 3, B, 11, C, 8, D, 15. Let us know in the chat. Lurkon's gone B on this one. Scrinton also going with B. Honeygon gone A. Scrinton 2's gone B as well. I think that's everyone, isn't it? Okay then, so what is the total number of goals South Africa scored during their past World Cup matches? It was indeed B11. Well done if you said B11 for that one. And the final question of the halftime quiz. In the 2022 World Cup, what position did Mexico come? A, 18th, B, 22nd, C, 10th, or D, 15th? So, question number 5. In the 2022 World Cup, what position did Mexico come? A, 18th, B, 22nd, C, 10th, or D, 15th? There we go. This is the last question of the quiz. Everyone's going B on this one. And you're going B because it's the correct answer. In the 2022 World Cup, Mexico come 22nd in that competition. Which wasn't the greatest of World Cups for Mexico, was it? Last time out. But hoping to improve this time round on their finish. Right then, that was the halftime quiz. I'm going to try and log into the fantasy app on here so that I can create a league for fantasy football. So give me 2 seconds, guys. I never really remember any of my passwords, which probably ain't great, but there we go. Right. Great questions. Glad you enjoyed, Scrinson. Glad you enjoyed. There we go. Right, so got my fantasy sides here. I will quickly change the screen now so you can see my side. And then we'll also build a league as well. Right, let's switch the screen quickly to this one. So this is my fantasy side. We've got Rulli in goal with Pickford on the bench, O'Reilly, Alaba, Estupiñán, Elise, Yamal, Bruno Fernandes, Nico Williams, Jeremy Doku, Kane, Semenyo, Ngape, Van Heckel and Ndai on the bench. I honestly think that I don't actually think I could go stronger than that. I mean, the midfield is absolutely stacked with points, surely. I mean, Kane's just an obvious one to get. Semenyo with Panama as the first game was a nailed-on one for me. You know, O'Reilly's got Croatia, probably the hardest game anyone's got here. Alaba's got Jordan, and then Ivory Coast for Estupiñán. And then Argentina got Algeria. Maybe keep a clean sheet in that one. But yeah, there we go. I'm pretty happy with it. But how do I create a... here we go. Create a league. If you've got any league codes, let me know. You going to Bolton versus Swansea. I haven't decided yet what away games we're doing next year. We're definitely doing West Ham and Portsmouth if it's on a Saturday. But I'm not sure about Bolton yet, to be honest, mate. I will let you know though. It all depends when all these games are in the season, so once the fixtures are announced I'll have a better idea. We'll have to start from League 2 then. If I go public you won't have to enter a code, will you? Copy code. If you got any codes let me know. If I go back here, and then I can go onto YouTube. I can put it in the chat then for you all, and you can all join if you wish to, of course. Just make sure. Let's pause that. Be sure to drop a like on the stream if you are enjoying. There we go. That is the code for fantasy football on the FIFA app if you want to join the league. Also, 14 votes in the poll in the live chat. 64% for Mexico, 14% for a draw, 21% for a South Africa win, which is interesting. I think Mexico clear favourites for this one, but you never know. You can always have a surprise, a shock result as well. And maybe at 1-0, South Africa might fancy themselves for just that in the second half. We'll have to wait and see. There we go. Code is... Let's copy that. I'll join your league now, mate. How do I join someone else's league then? Join leagues, there we go. I want to put the code in though, so. Alright, second half is about to begin. Let me just join this league. I'll find out how to do it now. I'm not really sure at the moment. I will definitely join though. Right then, second half is about to begin here in Mexico. Fingers crossed it's going to be a little bit more exciting than, the last 30 minutes of this first half was. I mean, the only positive really is that South Africa have to go for it now, don't they? Because it is a really short group campaign. There's only 3 games. And after this one, you've only got 2 left. And yes, this probably is the hardest one for South Africa. But then you've got South Korea, Czechia. And I don't think South Africa will beat either of them. Or draw against either of them. So really, at 1-0, they've got to do something here, South Africa. While it's only 1-0, and try grind out a result. And that's what the best sides do. Let's see if South Africa can do just that, shall we? No worries, Honey Gun. Thank you very much for joining, mate. And enjoy the rest of the game. I tell you what, South Africa need to stop playing out the back. It's like watching Swansea under Russell Martin. Not fun at all. Give the ball out. Straight away they were on to it, Mexico. And good thing they couldn't find the pass. But that one was down to the goalkeeper Williams for South Africa. But now South Africa going forward. Starting to take a few more risks here. One back by Mexico. On to the left-hand side now. Moving forward. I don't think there was any substitutes at half-time. Let me just double-check for you all. Yeah, no subs at the break. Although both sides have got some brilliant quality on their benches. Of course, Chavez for Mexico scored their last World Cup goal before today. Alexis Vega on the bench as well. Huerta as well on the bench. For the visitors today, I don't really know anyone on their bench, if I'm being honest. So I will make no comment in the politest way possible. I have no idea on half of their bench set. And Mexico shooting from a long way out, but Williams was not being embarrassed like that. Not today, not any day, says Williams. A long shot. And straight into the gloves of Williams. Don't think he was worried at all there, was he? Out to the left-hand side here for South Africa. Mexico back on the ball here. Down line it goes, and one back by South Africa. To Williams. Out to the right hand side. Into midfield, keeping the ball moving here, South Africa. It's probably their best spell in possession of the game. And they break away again on the right hand side, and lucky deflection there has helped out Mexico at the back for them to regain possession here. Fregalo on the ball here. Long ball over the top, and here we go, Mexico to double their lead, surely. Oh, he's been brought down. And the ref has given a free kick, has he? Right on the edge of the box. But it has to be a red card for South Africa. And it is. They're down to 10 men. South Africa down to 10 men. And there's no escaping that for Sit Hole red card. He's taken down Gutierrez, who was through on goal. The only saving grace of South Africa is I think it's outside the box. Yeah, it is. So they don't get a penalty. Yeah, it's the right decision. He's got none of the ball. And he's taken the man out. Correct decision. But he's lucky it hasn't led to anything more than a free kick there. Although South Africa was struggling with 11 men. Now they're down to 10. Free kick here for Mexico. A second goal now would put this game to bed. Welcome back, Edits. How are you doing, mate? Good to see you in here. Sithole is off. Here we go then. Raul Jimenez for the free kick. Edge of the box here for Mexico. Can they punish South Africa? They should have scored 3 or 4 goals in that first half. Can they double their lead at long last now? Jimenez is the favourite. It's right on the edge of the box. Be difficult to get it up and over the wall from here. Sure, you have to play it round. Jimenez, into the wall it goes. Deflected out, still with Mexico, and that one's gone into the crowd. I don't think you're getting that ball back. I really hope this cough goes away. So as you can see at the top of the graphic, red card over South Africa. So they are down to 10 men. But it does make for an interesting end to this one. You do expect now for Mexico to go and get a few more goals. At least 1 or 2 more. And here they go again on the left-hand side. Good recovery tackle. Out for a corner it goes for Mexico. And Mexico enjoying the first game of their World Cup partnering. Is this their... No, it's not their first corner of the game, is it? I think it's their third. Quinone's goal is the only one that separates the two sides at the moment. And he puts his hands across to the Cole Palmer impression. Someone tell him that he's not made it to the World Cup, actually. Nothing comes from that corner. Let me know in the chat who you think will win the whole tournament. Who will win the World Cup? Welcome in those Edit Bros. Hi Girls Lords, wanted to tell you I am a genuinely big fan of your channel. Want to share I have just beaten cancer. Oh wow. Congratulations, mate. That is brilliant news. Well done. And I love watching Watchalongs too. Oh wow, thank you very much, mate. That means a lot. And wow, incredible. I wasn't really expecting that, to be honest. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy the content, but more importantly, beating cancer, that is incredible, mate. So yeah, that must have been some journey. Wow. But no, fair play. Fantastic that you have, of course, beaten it. Well, I don't really know what to say, to be honest. Thank you very much. Yeah, wasn't really expecting a message like that. But no, I appreciate the kind words, mate, and hopefully you continue to enjoy the content on the channel. Wow. Thank you very much for the kind comment. And yeah, congratulations on beating cancer. That's absolutely fantastic, mate. That's brilliant. So 54 minutes played here. Still 1-0 Mexico. That means a lot, mate. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy the watch-alongs. There's a load to come during the World Cup. Both early morning and late night. Some 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. games upcoming. And South Africa here, trying to pull a few strings, and that shot goes into the gloves of Rangel. Good effort on goal, but comfortable as you like for Rangel, although he did spill the first attempt there. So, Quinone's goal on 9 minutes still separates the two sides here. And still keeps it at 1-0 Mexico. Ball at the back here with Mexico. Gone forwards and out of play. And I think Lyle Foster now being withdrawn for South Africa. And being replaced by number 5. So they're not going to go for it. They're going to look after themselves and look after their goal difference as well, South Africa. They'll still have one focal point. That's a pretty sad thing to lie about though, isn't it, mate? Seb just saw the sweepstake. Quite happy with Uruguay and Belgium. Yeah, solid sides to be fair, mate. Uruguay, good side. Of course, won a few World Cups as well. And then you've got Belgium who, you know, they're probably not in their prime with the players they've got. But still got some good players. The likes of course, De Bruyne is still going. Not as good as he was a few years ago. But then there's Doku who was, brilliant in qualifying. And at City this season, absolutely fantastic as well, wasn't he? So, you know, great side as well. Apart from that, they got, of course, Trossard as well. So they're absolutely stacked. No worries about any squad depth there at Belgium. And they should walk their group. They should win that with 9 points. Here we go then. Free kick from the far side. One arm in the air. Towards the back post it goes and cleared away. Out of play it goes. Throw in. Once again. So at the hour mark now. Almost. Still 1-0 Mexico. And the longer it goes on, the longer you think maybe South Africa, one chance, could nick this from Mexico. Mexico have been brilliant. They've been the better side. But in football, you don't always get what you deserve. Ball goes back here to Rangel. Out to the left-hand side, and Mexico will start again here. Ball still at the back here with Mexico. On the left-hand side. Ball into centre, or the spare man over, and it's just Kern away from him. Very unfortunate there. Goal kick for South Africa. With 30 minutes to play. And when will the water break be in this one? So 45, 50, 60. Towards, about 10 minutes time we'll have a water break once again. South Africa on the right hand side. Playing forward. Over the top it goes. One back by Mexico. I don't know why people are making more and more accounts, so I'm just going to ignore the chat if they're going to keep making more accounts, to be honest. So 60 minutes played here. An hour gone. And another substitution here for South Africa. Adams being withdrawn here for number 11. Number 11, Zwane. Another throw in here for Mexico. Back it goes. Out to the left-hand side. Will Mexico be able to hold on is the big question here. Or will South Africa spoil the party? Mexico, round the back it goes. Just taking their time. Trying to get South Africa to increase their press and play through them with the extra man, of course. Hasn't played as big a factor yet, but no doubt as we get towards the 80th minute, that's when the game's going to get a bit more stretched. Another player down here, this time South Africa. Quite a few people gone down this one. Canone's there. The one penalised with the foul. And on football, but the ratings so far say Quinones has had the best game, best player on the pitch. Of course, his goal will contribute to that. Lira, second best player on the pitch, 7.7. Alvarado on the right wing, 7.2. Worst player on the pitch, Sithole has had the worst one, 3.9. Give away the goal, and of course, as well on top of that, got sent off. Not ideal at all, is it? Not ideal. Goal kick Mexico. I don't think this one ends 1-0. I think there's still another goal in this one. Throw in there for South Africa. Back it goes. Ball at the back here with South Africa. Into the middle of the pitch it goes. And to the right. Mexico with a high pressure, and South Africa falling under the pressure and giving the ball away. Now Mexico with players forward, and it's a good interception from South Africa to deny what would have been a certain goal there. Ball goes all the way through and out for another Mexico throw-in. This time they are in control of the game. And a double substitution here for Mexico as well. Gutierrez and Fidalgo coming off. And Chavez and Moura coming on. It's a change in midfield. Chavez, of course, a very good player. And scored Mexico's last goal at a World Cup before tonight as well. No worries, David, mate. No worries at all. Ball in midfield now for Mexico. Absolutely, if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to drop a like and subscribe as well. Mexico here could double their lead. Into the box it goes, and it is 2-0. And it's Raul Jimenez. Third time lucky. He gets it past Williams in goal. And that is Mexico's 3 points wrapped up. And it has erupted here in Mexico City. As Raul Jimenez, he's just sealed a move to Wolverhampton. And now he's just sealed the second goal in Mexico's opening game at the World Cup, where they're co-hosting. It's a fantastic move. It's been coming for a long time, and finally Mexico double their lead. A great ball in. Jimenez left unmarked to the back post, and that is his bread and butter. No chance of Williams there. And it's 2-0. And that is game done for South Africa. No way back for them now. And they're still celebrating it. I don't blame them, to be fair. There's a great goal from Raul Jimenez. Because now is the water break. So it must be as soon as the ball goes out of play around the 67th minute. You get the hydration break. Right then. 2-0. That is a huge, huge goal in the grand scheme of things. Massive goal. Welcoming Crisps Football. Right. Well, you just missed the second goal, mate. Good header. Ball in from the right-hand side from Mexico. South Africa down to 10 men. Ball goes to the back post, and Raul Jimenez is left unmarked to head home past Williams. He's had 2 efforts before. Saved by Williams. But that one got past him. Oh, brilliant play in the build-up from Jimenez as well. I mean, this guy is going to tear up the championship next season, isn't he? Absolutely brilliant. Unmarked. Couldn't miss, really. And the limbs. The Mexican limbs. Create one big Mexican wave. Brilliant goal. I'm a Swansea fan, mate. Swansea. So still 20 minutes to go. But that surely is a sign for South Africa. Damage limitation now, surely. They cannot let this get any worse for them. Also, be sure to vote in the live poll in the live chat as well. So far, 75% of people think Mexico get the win. 10% for a draw and 15% for South Africa as well. So be sure to get involved. Hull, nice. Great promotion. And McBurney etched into the history books there. Sabisi for this throw-in for South Africa. It would have been great to see South Africa score first in this one. Just wasn't meant to be, I guess. And now they've got to make sure they don't concede a third, because if they get 3-0 down, heads start to drop, and their goal difference, it's only a short group stage, only 3 games every side will play. And you never know how they'll fare against the next 2 sides. They might be on an off day, so you're always in it. But if they lose this one and the next one, then it's a real uphill battle to qualify for the knockouts. It's crazy, isn't it? We've got 16 days worth of full action of the World Cup before the knockouts. Jimenez on the left-hand side. He's searching for more, and he's offside anyway. The flag is just so late to go up every time. Yeah, good call from the official. It's just really late to go up once again. You should just be able to put the flag up straight away there. I do think this game's gone quite slow, to be fair, this second half. Ball in midfield. Oh, it's brilliant play from Mexico. Jimenez is onside this time. Bodied in the box. Referee says that's fine. Well, another fantastic piece of play there from Mexico. And he's been bodied to the floor, has Raul Jimenez, from Sabisi, sorry. Body draw Jimenez to the ground. And, yeah, that's fair enough. Contact sport. Ball midfield again here for Mexico. They're starting to really turn the screw now. Quinones goes down, and that's another yellow card awarded in this one. And this time it's Sabisi. With the yellow. Sabisi with a yellow card for South Africa here. After that tackle in the centre circle on Quinones. Ball out to the left hand side once again. Mexico going forward. As I say that, it's like heading backwards. Yeah, predictions, matchday vlogs and watchalongs mainly on the channel. Ball out to the left hand side for Mexico. Into midfield it goes again. Chris Holmes finds Jimenez. I'll tell you what, this is brilliant football from Mexico. So enjoyable to watch. Still alive, and at long last South Africa win it back, and then they lose it again, and then they win it back again. Tackles flying in everywhere, yeah. Final 15 minutes to go. And a double substitution for both sides is imminent. So it will be the changes for Mexico first. Lira off first, and I tell you what, I think he has been the best player on the pitch. And Raul Jimenez coming off as well. Alvarez and Gonzalez are on their way. Thank you very much, Chris Football. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind chatting to people. That's what makes the channel, really. If there was no one in here, then it would be pretty boring, wouldn't it? So, no, I appreciate anyone that joins, and thank you very much for staying around. We do quite a lot of watch-alongs, to be fair, and during the course of the World Cup, we will do quite a few. I'd say usually the streams are a little bit better than this, but today I just felt being really ill all day, so not at my best for the commentary level today. We'll do our best to improve for hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully I sleep whatever illness I've got off and back better than ever tomorrow. So Quinones and Jimenez, the goal scorers for Mexico this evening. Ball back to the keeper, Rangel, for Mexico. We've got the final 12 minutes to go. Call it 12, it's just over 12. And then, of course, we'll have, imagine what, 6 minutes added on. To be fair, this is an interesting one. At the last World Cup, we had an age added on to each half, didn't we? Will that be the same at this World Cup? I remember Qatar, we had like minimum 10 minutes added on at each game. So I do wonder, is that going to be the same at this World Cup? Only time will tell, I guess, but I imagine so. I imagine we will have quite a big amount of time added on. Everyone's welcome except Starmer. So Mexico taking off their first goal scorer of the evening. Quinones being withdrawn here, and it wasn't really a good finish, to be honest. He just smashed it and went through the keeper's legs, and he's off for Viga. You all know of Viga and Chavez in Mexico, and Ochoa, of course, the keeper. And Mexico looking for a third goal here to wrap this game up. Ball into the centre. They're just hesitating, South Africa at the back. Just hesitating all the time. Still under a lot of pressure. And they've given the ball away. But the referee, I said, that's a foul, is he? Well, I'll tell you what, that is the softest foul I've ever seen given. Get this ref in the championship, he'll blow his whistle every 2 seconds. And that is no exaggeration. Championship is very physical, so you wouldn't be allowed to do that in the champ. Anyone that's new to the channel, let me know if you are staying up to watch the South Korea versus Czechia game at 2 AM. We won't be live for that one today. If I was feeling a bit better, we would be. We would be streaming it. but we won't be because I'm not feeling 100%. So we will be doing, which games did I say now? Tomorrow at 8 o'clock, so same time tomorrow, we will be doing the Canada-Bosnia game. And then 2 a.m. tomorrow, we'll be doing USA-Paraguay, followed by 11 o'clock Brazil-Morocco, and 2 a.m. Sunday morning Haiti-Scotland. I think USA-Paraguay, you've got to do the host USA, haven't you? It's their World Cup, really. Brazil-Morocco, that is going to be an incredible game. I think the winner of that will win that group. And then Haiti-Scotland. I mean, Scotland are just Scotland, aren't they, you know? Always, the fans are absolutely incredible. And I don't know too much about Haiti, so you've got to do them games, really. I don't think I'll be doing the stream at 5 a.m. for Australia-Turkey. We'll have to wait and see how well that Haiti-Scotland game does on Sunday morning, though. But that's the plan at the moment. And then Sunday, 6 p.m, Germany, Curacao, and Netherlands, Japan. Probably do both of them, to be honest, because they are quite exciting games. As I said, we're not doing all the watch-alongs this year. We're just going to do as much as we can. Scrinson's loving Michael Barrymore of his Cornwall vlogs. What a guy, Michael Barrymore. Very reasonable. So the final 10 minutes we are into in this one. But I think there'll be quite a bit of time added on at the end of this one. And the referee's going to cross to the VAR monitor. So the first time in this World Cup that the referee will be going across to the screen. And it's to check a possible red card, a second one in the game, and a second for South Africa. Played the ball, and then off the ball, his hand sort of smacked the back of her head. You know what it means when the referee goes to the screen? He will be sent off here. The referee, I don't know how the refs missed that in real time, mind. He's right behind it. Yeah, he'll be sent off here. South Africa will be going down to 9 men. Definitely. Yeah, he's jumped over him and it's gone backhand, slapped him across the face. That will definitely be a red card. And we'll have the referee's announcement now. I already put the red card on because I know it's going to happen. He will definitely be sent off. So, down to 9 men. After review. Here we go. Yeah, red card. He's gone for it. Red card to South Africa. They're down to 9 men in the opening game of their World Cup. Off the ball challenge. He's backhanded him. It was always going to be a red card, wasn't it? It was always going to be a red card. Had to be given. And it's official now. The referee enjoying the use of his cards this evening. And it's Zwane who has just come on. What's going on, Zwane? Well, these days players should know they can't really do things like that, especially with VAR. You know, without VAR that gets missed easily, and is evident because the ref didn't even spot it. But that is crazy. South Africa down to 9 men in their first game. I mean, you do feel for the fans. The amount of money they've spent to come out here, first game, and you know, going down to 10 men's, you know, it's not great, but you understand it. But going down to 9 men, yeah, it's not great. And you know what? I think Mexico might score another couple of goals here before the end. Are we doing a sweepstake? We did the sweepstake at 6:30, mate. Apologies. 9 men, how we get to 9. Yeah, sorry about that, Clips. Interesting comment, Goat Scar. Very interesting. I don't really know how you thought of that, but great comment. Comment of the evening. Five minutes to go in this one. Will South Africa go down to 8 men? That is the question. Is 2 red cards enough? Well, they might think they're level with Mexico now. A goal's as good as a red card, right? Zwane got sent off for South Africa. And then the first one was Sit Hole. You're always so careful saying that name. Yeah, South Africa won't be doing anything in the later stages of this one. And they'll be lucky to come out at 2-0. I did predict 2-0, so we'd definitely take that. So fingers crossed South Africa can stand still. Stand tall, sorry. They're going with a classic 5-3 formation. And then, of course, the keeper making up to the 9th man. Has anyone ever played with a 5-3 before? Interesting. Of course, you've got to do a lot more running now. A lot more running. You're running for an extra two players, aren't you? They're in the box again, you Mexico. They're swarmed out by the yellow shirts of South Africa. Bodied off the ball. Advantage played though by the referee. Out to left hand side. And poor there, Reyes gets the ball back quite comfortably. Yeah, the referee's view on that red card, the second one, just looking back at it, I don't know how he's not spotted that in real time, to be honest. So I probably wants the game over right now. Yeah, that's the thing. And we're probably, you know, at the Qatar 22, we had incredible amounts of added on time at the end of the second half, didn't we? Like the minimum was like 10 minutes. So I wonder, are we going to get that at this World Cup as well? We're only 2 minutes away from finding out. So we'll have to wait and see. But I suspect yes, we probably will get like a 12 minutes added on year now, won't we? When really we should only be getting, what, 4 minutes for the water break? Maybe like an extra 2, so 6 minutes would probably be fair, but is the ref even going to put that up? Probably not. Well, hopefully not. He shouldn't do, but he put double that up now. 12 minutes added on. Well, to be fair, the VAR check would probably take it up to, what, 7, 8 minutes. Scored a goal, 9, 10 minutes, maybe. I reckon I think it will be at least 10 minutes, to be fair. I'll go with what I said and say 12. I think they'll just put something crazy on. I think Goat Scar just loves English. Loves Do you write books as well, or just sentences? So 1 minute away from finding out how much added-on time we're going to get here. Ball out to the far side for Mexico. Looking to get that third goal, which would be the icing on the cake here in their opening game. Oh, he's done well in midfield there, and as I say that, he's dispossessed. But Mexico have to go back. Lots of off-the-ball challenges here. Lots and lots. Right, how many minutes will be added on? We're about to find out. I think there'll be at least 10 to 12. Oh, to be fair, they've not been unreasonable. They've been proper. 7 minutes added on. So we're saying about 4 for the water break, 1 for the one for the VAR check, and 1 for the celebrations of Jimenez's goal, and then 1 for substitutions, maybe something like that. Who got England in sweepstake? England was I don't actually know. I can't see where I've put England. Where have I put England? Oh, right. Fuck Brexit, got England and Scotland. It's gone for the home nations. You're a comedian, book writer. So, comedian author then. Another red card. Oh my word. Well, this time it's for Mexico. Montez sent off. I mean, the referee's lost his head here. Puts his arm across. Ah, to be fair, yep, you can understand why. It's the captain of Mexico sent off. And he's given a free kick right on the edge of the box now. Red card. 3 red cards in the opening game of the World Cup. This is some standard to live up to for the rest of the games now, isn't it? Wow. The captain of Mexico sent off in the opening game. That's not great for them. Right, Judy, if you can just stop spamming the chat, that'd be greatly appreciated. Crazy. Another red card. So it's 10 versus 9 men now. Absolutely mental. What a game this is. Mexico red card indeed. Montez, the captain. Three red cards. Right. Free kick South Africa on the right hand side of the box. Flicked it to him, and that's probably the worst free kick routine we've seen of the tournament, and will be of the tournament. Who do you think will be in the last 8? The last 8, I'm not actually sure on the last 8, but I did put my predictions earlier on today on the channel of what I think will happen in the tournament. So if you want to check it out, you're more than welcome to. I did say France-Portugal final. I won't spoil it who I said will win. No worries, Judy. So into the final 3 minutes shit in Mexico. As it stands, Mexico will be top of their group until, what, 5 AM at least, the conclusion of the next game in Group A. Who do I think will win the World Cup? Same answer to your question as David's, mate. Yeah, mind. Is David Rooney coming back to England? Do you mean Wayne Rooney? England, of course, yeah. I definitely back England to win the World Cup. Final moment to this game then. To be fair, I think the refs should probably just blow up now, to be honest. The game's been done since the first 10 minutes, really. South Africa have offered very little. What a start to the tournament, though. 3 red cards in the first game. It's absolutely crazy. You know, you rarely see 1 red card, let alone 3. That's mental. I do think we will see more red cards this summer, though. Obviously, more teams, more rules, VAR, which are going to check everything, as you've seen in this game, of course. So there will be more red cards, more goals, more everything. Ball to the centre there by Mexico, cleared away by South Africa. Tuchel, pretty good manager so far. Yeah, he's done well with England so far. He's done a major tournament. A manager has never won the World Cup. An English manager has never won a World Cup with any other side apart from England. In '66, it was an English manager that won them the World Cup. In 2022, it was an Argentinian manager that won them the World Cup. So it's never been a manager from a different country that has won the World Cup for that country, if that makes sense. And there we go then, full time in this one. And it's Mexico who go 1 for 1 in the World Cup. What a game in the second half with all the red cards though. Raul Jimenez and Quinzomes get over the line for Mexico as they beat South Africa here by 2-0, as we predicted as well. As a Welshman, I'm quite sad we're not in it. I guess it wasn't to be anyway. Yeah, I think 2030 with Craig Bellamy, we've got a good chance. Also a Welshman as well, so I'm absolutely gutted when we lost to Bosnia, of course. And I do think we would have beaten Italy, to be fair. Maybe a little bit biased, but I do think we would have fancied our chances there, because it would have been in Cardiff as well. So, bit gutted about that, but that's the way it goes. But yeah, what a game that was, as Scrinton says. What an ending to it as well. A massive thank you to everyone that has joined the stream this evening. Do appreciate all of your support, and hopefully we'll see you all back tomorrow at 8 o'clock for who's playing tomorrow at 8 o'clock? Wasn't it Canada? Bosnia, I said? I'm pretty sure it was, yeah. Right, there we go. Thank you very much. That's the first one of the World Cup done. 103 matches to go. And Mexico win on the opening night with 3 red cards against South Africa. What a game. I'll see you next one very soon, guys. Take care, stay safe, have a good evening, and enjoy the South Korea Czechia game at 3 a.m. I think it is. Enjoy it, guys. Take care, stay safe. Goodbye.